The Nimzollerson attack modern variation appears on the board as Gumularz and Heberla battle it out in PG Polish Chess Championship 2025 Open Round 5. On b3. On e5. Bishop b2. Threatening bishop takes e5. On d6 played by Heberla. On e3. On f5. On d4. On e4. On d5. Knight f6. On h4. Bishop e7. On h5. King castled kingside. On h6. Threatening pawn takes g7. On g6 played by Heberla. Knight h3. Knight g4. Heberla is aiming to play bishop h4, knight c3, knight takes e3 and gain a significant edge. Knight f4 played by Gumularz. Threatening knight takes g6. Bishop h4 played by Heberla. Threatening knight takes f2. On g3 played by Gumularz. Threatening pawn takes h4. Bishop f6 played by Heberla. Threatening bishop takes b2. Knight c3 played by Gumularz. On a5 it is novelty move. Bishop e2. Knight a6. Queen d2. Knight c5. On a4. Bishop e5. Bishop takes g4. On takes g4. King castled queenside. Queen f6. Knight fe2. Bishop d7. Bishop a3. Rook ae8. Rook h2. On b6. Knight d4. Queen e7. Knight c6. Threatening knight takes e7 check. Bishop takes c6 played by Heberla. On takes c6. Rook f7. Knight d5. Threatening knight takes e7 check. Queen e6 played by Heberla. Knight f4. Threatening knight takes e6. Queen f6 played by Heberla. Threatening bishop takes f4. King b1 played by Gumularz. Knight e6. Queen e2. Gumularz is looking to play queen takes g4. Queen f5. Queen e2 and take decisive advantage. Queen f5 played by Heberla. Rook d5. Knight g5. Rook h1. Knight f3. Rook b5. Queen c8. Rook d1. Think carefully what is the best move for Heberla. Bishop h8 is a strong choice since Queen c4. Knight e5. Queen takes e4. Queen a8. Rook takes e5. Rook takes e5 position is equal. Let's proceed to the main variation. Heberla is planning to play Queen a8. Rook d1. Queen takes c6 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Rook d1 played by Gumularz. On g5 slightly worse move played by Heberla. Threatening pawn takes f4. Knight d5 played by Gumularz. Queen e6. Queen c4. Gumularz is aiming to play King a2. King f8. Queen takes e4. King g8. Queen c4, and increase their advantage significantly. Bishop h8 played by Heberla. Knight takes b6. Queen f6. Threatening queen a1 mate. On c3 played by Gumularz. Gumularz is planning to play. Bishop takes d6. Pawn takes b6. Rook takes b6. Queen takes c3. Queen takes c3. Bishop takes c3. On c7. Rook takes c7. Bishop takes c7, and increase their advantage significantly. Knight e5 played by Heberla. Queen takes e4, time to think, find the best continuation for Heberla. Queen takes f2 is a strong choice, since bishop takes d6. Pawn takes d6. Queen d5. Queen f5 check. On e4. Queen e6, still Heberla is losing. Let's proceed to the main variation. Threatening knight takes c4. Queen takes e4 played by Gumularz. Pawn takes b6, slightly worse move played by Heberla. Bishop takes d6. Queen g6. Queen takes g6 check. Pawn takes g6. Rook takes b6. Rook c8. Pawn c7. Gumularz's idea is to play rook b8. Rook takes c7. Bishop takes c7. Rook takes b8. Bishop takes b8, and seize the initiative. King h7 played by Heberla. Rook b8. Threatening rook takes c8. Rook takes c7 played by Heberla. Bishop takes c7. Rook takes c7. Rook dd8. Threatening rook takes h8 mate. Bishop f6 played by Heberla. Threatening bishop takes d8. Rook dc8 played by Gumularz. Threatening rook takes c7 check. Rook d7 played by Heberla. On b4. Threatening pawn takes a5. King takes h6 played by Heberla. Pawn takes a5. Rook d1 check. King c2. Threatening king takes d1. Rook a1 played by Heberla. Rook b7 victory for Gumularz. After a hard-fought battle, Heberla resigned, conceding the game.